Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about the new Multivan and in particular a new option that's available on the Multivan. This is called the Conference Pack, and basically what this allows us to do is allows you to have 7 seats and 2 seats that actually turn round as well. So currently with the ordering system when the Multivan was launched, to get that function you could only get it on the 6-seat version. So on that 6-seat version you would have had 2 seats here in the front, 2 seats in the back and 2 seats here, which gives you 6. And these seats that's in the middle row here, you could lift them out, which I'm going to show you in a minute, turn them through 180 degrees and put them back so they were rear facing. Very much like our old Caravelle, if you're used to that had swivels on, which you just swiveled round, you have to take them out. With these, you have to actually take them out and put them back in again. But the new Conference Pack, which is something which I'm really pleased to say is coming because it's something I thought would have been there from the start. But so essentially that Conference Pack gives you the 7 seats on the vehicle, but these 2 seats that are in here can lift up and turn around 180 degrees. Now, just to explain the reasons for this, because the seats are different to what you would get on these seats, and one of the reasons for that is to do with the seat belts. So the seat belts in the vehicles are on these pillars as you go down. So this row of seats, you've got the seat belts here, as you can see, and this one will go across and go in on here. But obviously, if this seat is turned 180 degrees, this seat belt won't work. So then this seat actually has to be one which has an integrated seat belt. And thus, so having the integrated seat belt, then you would lose the ability to have the armrest on the side of it. So that's one thing you do lose. You lose 2 of the armrests if you go for the 7-seat with the conference style. I personally don't think you need those armrests on these vehicles. With the door shut, I think we've seen before, and I'm going to get in and show you what it's like with one in. With that and the middle section on here anyway, you've got plenty of places to put your arms and things. So I think the Conference Pack is well worth the money. It's a very small cost for this particular option, but it gives you more choice with the vehicles. Now, we can actually show you how this works in reality, even though it's only just available to order these now on new Multivan, but they actually use the seating that's already in the vehicle. So these 2 seats, obviously, you won't get this seat in particular that's with it, but what you are going to get, so if I just move this one out of the way, I'm just doing and pulling it forward. I've deliberately left the middle seat from the 3rd row just pushed out a little bit, because this is the seat that you're going to get, which goes into the side bits here. So essentially what this Conference Pack is doing is removing these 2 seats here with the armrest on and replacing it with the 2 seats that go in the middle. And this middle seat actually, on this particular vehicle that doesn't have the Conference Pack, I can take that seat out, I can put it in here and turn it 180 degrees and it works perfectly. It's so easy to take these seats in and out of the vehicle. So I'm going to take the seats out now. We'll speed this up because obviously it's taking a little bit of time, and then we'll get back to where the seats are and I'll show you how they drop in. So as you can see, I've turned this seat around and this is what the Conference Pack would actually give you. So this would be able to turn around and the one opposite would be able to turn around as well. But it's, they can go both ways. So you can still have your 3 seats across here if you want, or just 2 seats in here and your 2 or your 3 at the back. You can basically have it in whatever configuration you want. So that Conference Pack will give you the maximum flexibility with the vehicle then. So I know what you're going to ask. Can you buy these seats individually? And the answer is no. Not at the moment. You can't buy individual seats. Volkswagen don't supply them. So you need to get this in the setup that it is. So if you've already got a Multivan, for example, as a 7-seater, obviously you have got 1 seat that does turn round in the vehicle already because I'm sat on it. It's the one that's in the middle there. You could move it around. So if you wanted, like we have here, for example, you wanted one that was turned round and you could leave one at home, so you could create a 6-seater with one that swivels around. You could do that feasibly at the moment because, this is the important bit, the seat belt is integrated onto the seat. So this clicks in here and it's perfectly safe for me to drive. And we're talking about the armrests. You've got your table here. I quite like this that's in here, so you can put this in and get your table up, for example, that's on here. The other person on the other side can have it from here. You've got 2 seats at the back, so you've got loads and loads of space that's in it, depending on what you're doing. So we've talked about Multivan before. It really is a vehicle that is multi-flexible within what you can have that's in within the 7-seat range. So the most seats obviously you can have is 7. All the seats are completely independent, so you can take them in, take them out, push them around again and move them as you want. It's a lot lighter than the previous Caravelle seats, so it's quite easy to pick it up, and moving it in and out of the vehicle is a lot easier. But obviously you won't be doing that a great deal of the time anyway, but you can take all the seats out if you want to create loading space or move them around as you want. And it's just a case of picking it up, popping it in the vehicle, roughly where the holes are that's in the lock straight in place. Pull the backrest back up and up it back comes. Just very quickly going to turn this seat back round the other way, and now we're forward facing. So I hope that makes sense to you. That's the new conference pack on the Multivan. So if you are considering buying a Multivan, this might be an option which actually appeals to you and gives you that extra flexibility within the vehicle. Let us know what you think in the comments box below. So if you enjoyed today's video, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe. It really does help the channel out, and we'll see you next time.